Hi, I'm Jasper, and welcome to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Welcome to KMNH, Kids Making the News Happen.
Last week, as we recorded for KMNH, Hurricane Helene was traveling through Ohio. We actually weren't sure if we were going to record due to high winds and power outages happening in Cincinnati. What we didn't know was all the devastation that the hurricane had left behind. Our hearts and thoughts are with all the families that have been affected by the storm. We wondered what we can do to help. According to NBC.com and The Today Show, these charities have been researched and are really helping families in need. You can help by contacting any or all of them and donating whatever you can.
Last week, I spoke to you about how the monarch butterfly population has been in decline because of the ongoing use of pesticides. What I didn't discuss is how the weather can affect the monarch butterfly and its migration. Scientists have found that migrating butterflies seem to know a couple hours before storm hits, and they'll stop flying to take cover in tree hollows or under rocks. This is no easy task for the butterfly, as they are usually flying about 1,000 feet above the ground, and they have to make a dive for cover while fighting the wind. In 2005, according to JourneyNorth.com, a monarch butterfly was tagged and released in Ohio. Unfortunately, it was blown off course by a hurricane and eventually found in Ontario, Canada. That's 140 miles away if the butterfly was here in Cincinnati, in the wrong direction. Not only did it make it that far, it was still alive and flying. Butterflies are simply amazing. They know how to find their destination thousands of miles away, and they can tell when there are storms approaching and they need to take shelter. Their delicate wings can withstand moderate to strong winds as well.
On Saturday afternoon, October 19th, it's Happen's Pumpkin Party, followed by the Happen Non-Scary Halloween Walk for the little ones, starting at 5 p.m. Both of these Happen events take place at the Happen Outside space. It's Happen's big garden located at 1617 Hoffner Street. If you haven't been to a Happen Pumpkin Party, then your Halloween celebrations have not been completed. Happen teens clean out 100 pumpkins the night before, and each child receives a free pumpkin and the safety tools to carve out their very own jack-o'-lantern masterpiece. This is a free family event for children 12 and under. There are no reservations needed. It's a first-come, first-serve event while supplies last.
Every week, I have a segment called Thumbs Up. It's all about this garden, the Happen Do Good garden, the vegetables, and more. So I was excited to have the opportunity to take you on a little tour of the garden. Let's start with a little garden history. The Happen Do Good garden really started when Happen founder Tommy Roof moved to Northside in 1997. He would find himself always growing more vegetables than he could ever eat, so he'd fill baskets up with all the extra garden produce and hang the baskets over his fence for his neighbors to enjoy. When they wanted more, his neighbors just simply placed the baskets over the fence to be filled again. Tommy thought, I can't be the only gardener that grows more than they eat. So when Tommy started Happen Inc., he also started the Happen Do Good Garden program. Volunteers would harvest and drop off vegetables early on Saturday mornings before Happen opened for art sessions. They set up all the vegetables on display like a little farmer's market for kids. But unlike a regular farmer's market, kids don't have to pay with money for their produce. It's called Do Good because all they have to do is write down one good thing that they're going to do that day and place their note in a little mason jar. Then they can fill up a Do Good bag to the top with all kinds of fresh vegetables. The program was a hit with kids, families, and volunteers. At Thanksgiving, Tommy then takes all of those handwritten Do Good notes and scans them to be placed on a window poster so the whole community can see all the good things that have happened because of growing and eating healthy vegetables. When Happen moved locations to Northside, they bought this property. The lot was 24 by 100 foot. A bit of a mess. The city was actually finding the owners because it really needed to be cleaned up. Tommy's goal was to turn it into the Do Good garden so volunteers of all ages could grow, in his words, together while growing produce for the Happen Do Good program, offering educational programs and community activities along the way. What grew were vegetables and the community. The Happen programs have expanded with teen garden programs and senior volunteers, and Happen is even able to provide the very first rendition of the Do Good program, along with the Kids Do Good program. That's right, every Monday our neighbors on the left and the right receive a basket of vegetables hanging over their fence. The garden now consists of 24 4-foot by 8-foot by 27-inch high raised garden beds and 52-inch wide paved walkways. The walkways also include 2 gutter systems that lead to a 1,500-gallon underground water collection system and tank. It has a koi pond and lots of features to make the space enjoyable to all. There are over 500 plants growing this season thanks to the Cincinnati State Horticulture Program and Funky's Greenhouse. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more do-good activities coming soon, as this garden is just getting started. Thanks to all the volunteers and sponsors that have made this project happen. And to get involved, volunteer, become a sponsor, or maybe you want to learn more and take your own do-good garden tour, contact Tommy at info@happeninc.org.
Hi, I'm Jude, and welcome to KMNH Sports. Let's kick things off in the NFL. There are 3 undefeated teams left heading into Week 5. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Buffalo Bills. Some key matchups in Week 5 are going to be the Baltimore Ravens at the Bengals, the Vikings versus the New York Jets on Sunday morning in the UK, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons, and finally, the Carolina Panthers against the Chicago Bears. Next, the WNBA playoffs. The Sun are tied 1-1 with the Lynx heading into Game 3, and the Liberty have a 2-0 series lead against the Aces. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have been sent home for this postseason, although a big shout out to Caitlin Clark for being named WNBA Rookie of the Year. Now a look at the MLB playoffs. The Detroit Tigers beat the Houston Astros in the Wild Card Series and play the Guardians next. The Kansas City Royals beat the Baltimore Orioles and face off with the New York Yankees next. And the Padres beat the Braves and will play the LA Dodgers next. Finally, fantasy. We'll look at some top halfbacks heading into Week 5. Number 1, Jordan Mason, filling in for the injured Chris McCaffrey. Number 2, Derrick Henry, who has been very good in the past weeks. And finally, at number 3 is Alvin Kamara, who has had a great overall season. As always, thanks for watching, and thank you to my brother Arlo for the pictures. Bye!
Thanks for watching this broadcast of KMNH. Please like and subscribe to the Happen YouTube channel so you won't miss the next Kids Making the News Happen.